All right, good morning. This is Mr. Libby. This is December 9th, Wednesday. This is all good for Thursday, December 10th. We're still in Unit 5, Week 16 of our COVID journey. Go ahead and open that up, and hopefully when you open this up, you'll at least be most of the way through the Nearpod. We did this in class yesterday, or yesterday, by yesterday I mean Monday, for those of you on Wednesday, and Tuesday for those of you on Thursday. The Bohr model I'm going to go through today. When you click on that, you are going to get, I have it open here somewhere. I'll just open it again. You're going to get this. So when you get this, hopefully you'll see that Bohr models gain or lose electrons. From your reading and from the videos you've watched, and from the notes you've taken, you'll know that if an atom has 1, 2, or 3 electrons in its valence shell, that's the biggest shell that it has, it will lose them all. And if it has 5, 6, or 7 electrons in its outer shell, it will pick up enough electrons to make them equal 8. If it already has 8 in its outer shell, it just won't do anything. So as we go through, we're going to go through this. You just need to drag electrons up. So hydrogen is number 1. It has 1 electron. You always start in the shell that's closest to the nucleus. The nucleus is in the middle. Hydrogen is number 1, so it just gets 1 electron. That means it has 1, 2, or 3 in its outer shell, and it's going to lose them all. So the number of valence electrons it has is electrons in the biggest shell. It only has 1 electron, so it's got 1 electron in its biggest shell. It will lose it. I just put the L there for lose. How many will it lose? It's going to lose them all. Well, all of them is 1. That means that the electrons are negative charged, and the negative went away. That means the positive charged nucleus has more protons than it has electrons. So it has 1 proton and no electrons. So it's going to be plus 1. Go down and do one like nitrogen. So nitrogen isn't number 6. It's number 7 on the periodic table. This is slide 6, question 6. But nitrogen is number 7 on the periodic table. That means it gets 7 electrons. So I'm just going to drag them. You always do the first one until it's completely full. So there's 2 there. I need 5 more. I'm going to start out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this has, in the biggest shell that's there, it has 5. So if it has 5, 6, or 7, it's going to gain electrons until it gets 8. See these 3 spots right here? It's going to put electrons in them. All right. So it has 5 valence electrons. It is going to gain, because it needs to get up to 8. It needs to get 3 to get 8. All right. And what is the ion that's going to form? Well, each electron is negative. That means there's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So it's negative 3. That means it has 3 more electrons than it has protons. Bohr models are all that way. If you're stuck, please watch the videos again in the Nearpod, do the notes again, YouTube it, figure out how to do Bohr models. They're not difficult if you have the practice. If you're just starting, it may be a little bit tricky to get started. That's all I've got. I'm going back to, I don't even know where not skyward. There I am. Okay, that's what I got. If you are just getting here, I'm going to stop presenting.